Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I have another kind of mini video for you with just one box that might normally these days go into one of my mashups where I usually do 3 boxes all within the scope of 20 minutes. That said, the video is a little bit shorter, probably more around the 10-minute mark, and it's really helpful to me to kind of keep my numbers, my averages up if you can watch these shorter videos in their entirety. So for example, because my videos are usually around 20 minutes and say people usually watch half of the video, that's usually around 10 minutes. But if I have a video that's only 10 minutes and people only watch half of it, that brings my average watch time down significantly. So if you have 10 minutes to watch this whole video, I would truly appreciate it. And I think it's really nice to give some of these smaller boxes that are still kind enough to send me their products for review, to give them a little highlight every once in a while as well. And it's also nice because you know, I like to try to make sure that you guys always have a video every single day, even while I'm away. So I didn't have quite enough boxes to do my mashup for this week, but hopefully we'll be getting caught up and you'll have some mashups on the way very soon when I get back home. So the box that I have to share with you today is Anchor of Hope, which is one that is really special. I've been a subscriber and a reviewer of this box for several years now. What's really awesome about this box is that the contents inside are often made by survivors of human trafficking or refugees or others just in vulnerable situations, artisans around the world, as well as those that are now living in the US. It is $36 per month and you receive 3 items, so an average of $12 per item plus $6 in shipping. But I have a code for you to save some money. It is Noelle10. That'll save you 10%. That should also work in their shop, which has a whole bunch of beautiful items, like I said, that are made by artisans around the world. And I think they still have their 3-month deal where you can get 3 months for just $99 plus that $18 in shipping, the 6 times 3 for 3 months, which I just think is a really good deal, and it's a little box that you can feel really good about. They're pretty good about having some spoilers on their social media as well these days, so definitely check it out. So inside we have our 2 little notes from them. Their classic who we are and what we do, which maybe I'll read that to you since we just have this box to go over today. And then they have the information about each of the items. And it's nice because you can, of course, cut this up if you decide to re-gift any of those items so that you can include it with that gift to the recipient. So about Anchor of Hope Box. Anchor of Hope Box is a subscription box company that commissions refugees, survivors of human trafficking, and others in vulnerable situations to make handmade items. Through the dignity of work, these individuals are able to rebuild damaged and fragile lives as they work to overcome the painful situations that have brought them to this place. As we embarked on this adventure, aiming only to provide an income for these precious families, we saw something much greater start to happen. Through the relationships that have been building, we see the power of community happen. As people all over the world desire and purchase these handmade items, we see hope arising, and it is a beautiful thing. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first item, which is these very cool wooden kitchen utensils. So I guess you could use them as salad servers. It's from Hands Producing Hope, which again works with artisans around the world. They have their own subscription box. I'm pretty sure it's still going on, but they definitely work in conjunction with Anchor of Hope Box quite a lot. So these are lovely. I'm not sure what kind of wood they are, but they're really pretty. They're handmade in Rwanda, and one of the really cool things some of these companies do is they will actually have the artist that made them write their name on there, which I just think makes them even more special. So that is Made with Love in Rwanda by Frederick. So let me see if I can slide one of these out. Okay, so this one is a little bit more like a spatula. It's pretty flat, so you might not necessarily use that for your salad, but you could. And then this one is kind of cool. I feel like you could use it for things that need to be somewhat strained, like a nice bean salad or something, you know, or even some pasta. So it says, it starts with a piece of locally sourced jacaranda wood. I was like, jacaranda? Jacaranda wood. A lightweight and very durable wood. Then Frederick and his family hand carve each kitchen utensil, turning them into beautiful and functional pieces. We recommend hand washing and air drying for longevity, especially with wood, yeah. Frederick wants to thank you for supporting his small family business operating in a rural area of Rwanda in East Africa. You guys, they are very soft and very lightweight, and I don't actually have a spoon quite like this, so I think these are really awesome. So that's a cool item for sure. Definitely regiftable if you wanted to, but I just think that's kind of neat. Let's see. Let's go ahead and read what we do from Anchor of Hope box, and then we'll get to our last two items. We meet monthly with a group of local women, teaching them a new skill every month and paying them for their hard work. We also scour the globe looking for other organizations doing the exact same thing so we can include them in the box as well. Some of these artisans are survivors of sex trafficking in India and Asia. Some are women in Haiti that desperately need work in order to keep their daughters in school, which is of course the best way to keep them from being kidnapped and trafficked. And some are organizations that teach refugee women relocated to the U.S. the skill of sewing or jewelry making so they can provide for their families. We strive to provide you with quality products from various artisans and multiple organizations in order that more and more hope would be spread throughout the world. And there's some crazy stuff going on, especially in Haiti these days. So any way to support people from there, I think, is a good opportunity and something that you can feel really good about as well. So the next thing was a sunscreen stick. I love sunscreen sticks. My husband loves them as well, especially for your face. It's just for ease of application and ease of use. So this is an SPF 30 sunscreen stick. He's going to be really happy about this. This is handmade by trafficking survivors. So this is probably the item made here in the States. So it says Crown Free exists to end human trafficking through ethical fashion and gifts. I love that. So that's the name of the company. Crown Free exists. They employ survivors, enabling them to gain skills and job training and have a safe space to learn and grow. We're thrilled to bring you their sunscreen stick. It's a summer must-have. Keep it in your purse or pool bag and keep that face protected from harmful UVB and UVA rays. So that is really, really cool. So it's not necessarily the Anchor of Hope box artisans, but a different company, crownfree.com. So they have this stick, which is great. So it says it is not reef safe because I'm seeing all of those oxybenzone and octisalate, for example. But again, it is so great for your face. You know, we go to a lot of ball games, my husband and I, so this is a good thing for me to have in my purse. And if you absolutely have to, of course, you can like rub it on your arms or like something that's exposed, like the back of your hands sometimes. We forget, right? Or we've washed our hands and then we need to reapply that sunscreen. But it is so great for your face and the back of your neck. So very happy to have that. I have so many sunscreens. That's the one thing though, is I wind up going on a trip and I'm like, well, this is not enough sunscreen to get us through the whole trip. So I'm going to start this new bottle and then I wind up with a whole bunch of like half-used ones. Does anybody else have that problem? All right. Finally, we have what's probably going to be my most exciting item, which is a jewelry piece. And I love, love, love when we get jewelry pieces in Anchor of Hope box. They're often really unique. These are very dainty and beautiful. These were handmade by refugees, and it is going to tell us where. So this one says it is handcrafted by Arwa, who is from Syria. That is so cool. So look how beautiful these are. And then I'll show you the back where I saw that name. It says Furai partners with local refugee and immigrant women, giving them work opportunities in a place that fosters dignity and space for their stories to be heard. Well, we love that. It says Furai is based in St. Louis, Missouri, and each product is handcrafted by refugees in their program. The Indra Staple Threader earrings are a simple and classic earring that can be worn grocery shopping or on a date night. But look how neat that is in terms of like that kind of hammered effect. So they almost have that like teardrop shape to them. So they are just threader earrings where it's basically like the hook of an earring. It's almost like the J hook of an earring. So that's what that looks like on the back with her name. I think that's cool. So then the company again is Furai, which is F-O-R-A-I. I think you saw that on the backer card. Let me see. So this is made out of brass. It looks like they do a bunch of different jewelry tones. It does have that little backer. So it almost kind of looked like a staple, right? It almost looks like a little staple. It's kind of dainty for me. I could see this being really nice as a second hole earring as well. So try to get that to focus a little bit better for you guys. But I do love how flat it is on the front. Oops. Dropped it on the ground, so luckily I have another one to share with you. So I'll probably drop this one on the ground too, but it is kind of nice. But you can see that there is enough of an angle in it that it's going to stay in your ear, so it's going to go across and in. So let me go ahead and let me see if I can do that. So I have some threaders in right now. I have kind of a fat earlobe, I will say, so it's good that they have that much space there along the top. So with threader earrings, you just go ahead and put them in, and you do sometimes have to kind of thread them in, if that makes sense. You do sometimes have to adjust them. So very dainty, very small. It's like a threader stud. I think that's really cool. I think that's a really neat item. And you can see how diverse the box is for our 3 items. We got something for the home, and these do work together or on their own. We got something that's a little more on the self-care, but also a very seasonal side with our sunscreen stick. And then we got these hammered brass earrings that were made by Arwa from Syria, and I do think they are really, really cool. It's a very unique design, and I think they are something that a lot of people would enjoy and use just because they are kind of edgy in that way, but at the same time they are small enough that I think a lot of you would use them, because I know a lot of you are not necessarily the big statement earring kind of people like I am, because I usually like to wear my really, really big earrings. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed having Anchor of Hope highlighted once again in a dedicated video. I don't always have time to do that, but I'm always happy to do it on occasion. And I do hope that you were able to watch the entire video and that you're ready for more mashups when I get back from my trip. Thanks so much for being here. I would appreciate a thumbs up, maybe even a comment would be great. Maybe I'll see you over in the No-Bot Nook, but definitely, hopefully, I will see you over in my next unboxing video. That's like one of my sayings, is definitely, hopefully, definitely, maybe, actually. There's a lot of things that I say a lot.